What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Road to E3. Right now we're talking about the next Legend of Zelda game coming to Wii U and NX. Jose, when was the last time we saw this Zelda game?
So the last time we saw Zelda was actually as part of an Amiibo ad for Zelda Twilight Princess HD. And it's funny because it came with the promise of, don't forget, the Wolf Link Amiibo also works in the next Legend of Zelda coming this year, which is no longer true.
No, it got pushed to 2017. But we do know it is going to be at E3 this year, is that right?
It is the only playable game at Nintendo's booth, which says two things to me. One, obviously, they must have a lot of confidence in this thing if they're going to have multiple demo stations all at their booth. But then the second being that they just don't have a ton of software for people to play right now, which is sad. But that said, expect that Zelda Disneyland, which is what Pear's calling it, like the entire booth will be devoted to that.
So what are you most excited about to see from the new Legend of Zelda?
It's a great question. The thing I'm most excited to see is, in fact, the world, and find out more about how they've sort of spread out what you can do in it. I think in a post-Witcher 3 world, I really want to see what Zelda is going to do to the formula of an open world format. I mean, truthfully, Zelda hasn't been open world since before A Link to the Past, but every single 3D iteration has pretty much followed A Link to the Past, although, Nintendo will say, well, we've been following Ocarina of Time's formula. That structure came from A Link to the Past. So it'll be really interesting to see exactly what happens to that formula with that change. A Link Between Worlds was like a very small experimentation with that idea on a smaller scale, when you got to choose what dungeon you wanted to go to. But this will go in the next step, and that's the thing I'm most excited to hear about.
Thanks, Jose. To continue along the road to E3 with us, stay tuned, IGN.